Winchester police are sending out a warning as they investigate a scam that they say, unfortunately, some people have already fallen victim to.
A hospital in Cincinnati is investigating and apologizing after losing the remains of a newborn.
Rain continues to fall across much of central and eastern Kentucky. I've got the latest totals so far just ahead.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting. We're tracking a scam alert out of central Kentucky.
The Winchester Police Department says a woman is going door to door trying to pass herself off as a satellite TV employee and asking for money to sign them up for services. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is in Clark County with reaction. It's our top story at 4:30.
It is a scam that Winchester police say unfortunately already has several victims.
They're scamming people anywhere between $40 and $60.
Officers say the scammer is described as an older woman with gray hair, wearing a baseball hat and blue jeans, going door to door carrying a clipboard.
Representing herself as a Dish or DirecTV employees doing a promotion.
Investigators say after one of the victims fell for the woman's sales pitch, signing up and making a payment, she felt like something did not add up.
When the victims contact the provider, they have no knowledge of this program going on, and they've lost their money.
That is why police are now sending out a warning and advice in hopes no one else falls victim to what they say is another attempt by someone to make quick, easy cash, taking advantage of others.
Ask for credentials and verification. You know, then always follow up. If someone comes to your door trying to sell you something, don't give them money.
They say the woman has been seen going to homes in various parts of town, and they expect the reports to continue coming in.
Could have some people out there still waiting on their product, and it's not going to, it's not going to come to them. So we should get more calls.
In Winchester, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Officers say if you are properly credentialed to go door to door for business, you should also contact the police department to make sure they are aware that you're doing so and that you have the proper business permits. A family saddened by the loss of two newborns is stung again when one child's body disappears from the UC hospital in Cincinnati.
Hard to believe, and now the hospital is trying to figure out how it lost the body of the baby. Joe Webb reports.
September 14th, a woman delivered premature twins at UC Medical Center, a boy and a girl. The little girl was stillborn. The boy lived about an hour and died. Sometime later, the family began making funeral arrangements.
And when the time came to decide what they were going to do with those remains, UC Hospital was unable to locate one of the two babies.
Captain Thigi says the little boy never made it to UC's morgue.
As we sit here now, I'm not 100% sure what happened with those remains.
UC isn't saying, but obviously suspects the boy may have ended up in the trash. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, a contractor working for UC searched the Rumpke landfill. Sources tell Local 12 they searched areas where the hospital trash was dumped and trash from a laundry contractor. Whatever happened, Cincinnati police say it was not a crime.
We've pretty much determined that there was no intent, no malicious intent here by anybody. It's a horrible set of circumstances and facts that have occurred. And in reviewing those set of facts with the prosecutor's office, it's been determined there is no criminal activity here.
In a statement released today, UC apologized for adding to the family's suffering. President and CEO Dr. Richard Lofgren said, quote, "I promise the family that we will never let a situation like this happen again. I and the entire executive team of UC Health are examining every fact, every process, and every action to identify precisely how this could have possibly happened. We already have put in place steps to ensure that this kind of tragic human error cannot occur again."
Absolutely unimaginable story.
It is. It is.
Switching gears completely now, we are getting some much-needed rain in the bluegrass today with widespread showers and storms throughout much of the state.
It's a soaker out there, isn't it? And you may need some patience because it sounds like this thing is sticking around for a while, right, Chris?
Yeah, exactly right. And we're going to eventually, guys, watch the East Coast again for a setup that may throw rains against the grain coming from east to west later this week into the weekend. Rain out there now, lightening up just a little bit so we can actually see Hamburg Pavilion in the distance. Still right at 70 degrees. Humidity, it's up there right around 100%. And we've picked up better now at our rain gauge here at the station, better than 1.5 inches of rain on the day. How about that? Defender still tracking some heavier downpours across parts of central Kentucky, where you see the yellows, the oranges, and the reds. That is where it is really coming down right now. You see that little bit of a lighter break in the action across the metro. Hey, Moorhead, just a few sprinkles, heavier rains off to your west, showers a little more scattered across southeastern Kentucky. Your totals haven't been as hefty as what we've had across parts of central and western Kentucky, but hang in there. You've got more rains that will develop and roll on through here as we go into the next several hours. A little band of some rain developing from northwest of Owensboro toward Indianapolis is going to try to increase as it dives toward the southeast later this evening into the overnight, so that may bring another band of some soaking rains in here later tonight. Out and about this evening, temperatures slowly dropping into the upper 60s. We will come back in a few minutes, guys, not only talk about what's going on now, we got to talk about what's potentially lurking by the weekend. Things take on an ugly turn in just a few minutes.
All right, Chris, thank you. 2 Kentucky firefighters who died in the line of duty will be honored this week. The annual Fallen Firefighters Memorial Service is tomorrow morning at Juniper Hills Park. Kentucky's Fallen Firefighter Memorial includes more than 200 names of firefighters who died in the line of duty. The names of Anthony Grider of the Campbellsville Fire Department and Malcolm Jenkins of the Fern Creek Fire Department will be added tomorrow. The service will include a wreath laying to honor those fallen firefighters.
Today, voters went to the polls in Berea to decide whether to allow limited alcohol sales in that city. More than 1,000 people signed a petition in order for today's special election to happen. If it's passed, the city would only allow sales of alcohol by the glass at larger restaurants. It would not allow for liquor stores or package sales. Some voters say Berea is losing tax dollars to nearby cities that serve alcohol.
Well, my feeling is that the social problems, if there are going to be any, are already here. People can drive to Richmond and get liquor and bring it back, or worse, they can go to Richmond or Lexington, have dinner and a couple of drinks, and then have to drive back, and I think that's worse.
The polls will remain open until 6 o'clock tonight.
Funeral services have been set for the son of country music singer Eddie Montgomery. 19-year-old Hunter died Sunday at UK Hospital. According to a statement from his family, he had been on life support after an undisclosed accident. Visitation for Hunter Montgomery begins at 11 Thursday morning at Southland Christian Church on Harrodsburg Road. That will be followed by his funeral at 3. Bringing one of the world's most haunted places back from the dead. The Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Louisville is on its way to becoming a hotel and convention center.
A line of people waited to get in this weekend for the haunted house's opening night. As Natalia Martinez reports, the cash is helping fund the place's transformation.
Tucked away on a hill, the stuff nightmares are made of.
I used to always hear about the place, but my dad never wanted to talk about it.
Charlie Mattingly is trying to bring the Waverly Hills Sanatorium back to life. It was a promise to his father, who contracted tuberculosis here decades ago.
Don't worry, Pop. I'm going to take care of the place. I'll restore the place. It's going to be great. 29 acres next to a golf course. Can't go wrong. That's the last thing I said to him.
Since then, hundreds of ghost hunters have paid to tour this place, the bravest staying overnight. As if this place needed to get even creepier, the haunted house has only grown.
It makes it even scarier.
Dark passages with reminders of its grisly past.
And this is where they actually fried people that they had problems with. It's a very scary room for me, and this is the room that I have difficulty in.
Charlie had the biggest crowd ever for an opening weekend. After years of stretching the money raised, Charlie is closer than ever before to converting part of the building into a convention center.
If I could come up with another $2 million, it'd be done.
He's already installed new sewage, electric, and geothermal systems. Work in one convention room is nearly complete. He expects the convention center to be finished in 2 years, with a hotel to follow. Until then, he hopes business won't be dead.
There's no doubt I have more work cut out for me. I know it.
Charlie says that once the hotel is open, he plans making the 4th floor a hospital-type setting where all guests can go to have a ghost encounter if they're brave enough. The haunted house runs from 7 to midnight, Friday and Saturday nights through Halloween. This is pretty impressive. We're counting down to the 100th anniversary celebration of the University of Kentucky.
Our Deanne Stevens is out and about on campus with more on how UK will be celebrating 100 this homecoming season. Hi, Deanne.
Happy homecoming! It is a happy homecoming week here at the University of Kentucky campus. Thanks, guys. You did a great job. Give him a hand. A lot of students celebrating homecoming week here at UK. Olivia Center is with us, Student Activities Board. You guys do a lot of fun activities for the students around here.
Yes, ma'am. We're very excited for this week and excited for all the activities we have going on. There's several events, including the street fair, which is on Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m. around the library, Willie T. Young Library. There's going to be free food, giveaways, music. The dance team's going to make an appearance, cheerleaders. It's going to be a fun time.
You had a lot of fun already, too, because look at all these fabulous windows, all painted up and decorated. Did you do all this work over here, young lady?
Not just me and my organization. Do I hold it?
No. I'll hold it for you.
I'm a part of the Black Student Union, and this upcoming Wednesday, September 30th, is our annual Mr. and Mrs. Black UK pageant. It's a collaboration with the Mu Epsilon chapter, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. We have it every year. We have 6 wonderful contestants. Please come out and support. Like I said, Memorial Hall, $5. Bring a canned good if optional. Wildcat Pantry.
She's like getting her own commercial in here. We're talking about homecoming, but it does look fabulous, that's for sure. We have over here, Allie is with us. Allie Zimmerman, great week for you all to celebrate what's happening here at the University of Kentucky. 100th anniversary.
Absolutely. We're gearing up here with the Race to 100 here at UK Homecoming, full of students and alumni activities. Definitely check out the showcase on Thursday night. We've got the Dance Blue 5K on Sunday over at Coldstream Park. You can register at danceblue.org and also check out all the homecoming activities at ukhomecoming.com.
And you said you want alum here. Alum will come and celebrate too.
Absolutely. It's the 100th anniversary. We want everyone to come out and share and be a part of this special day and definitely beat the Colonials and EKU on Saturday.
Okay, Colin, real quick, tell us about your window.
So our window is pretty simple, and we just have a horse racing to the finish line. We're just really excited to be a part of the campus community here, regardless what organization you're in. You know, we all go to the University of Kentucky, and we all love being a part of this fantastic week. Couldn't be a better week celebrating the 100th year anniversary, hopefully ending with the Cats win on Saturday and then the Dance Blue 5K on Sunday. So we're just happy to be a part of it as an organization.
Big week celebrating homecoming here at the University of Kentucky campus. Don't forget, you too can celebrate. Come and be a part of the many activities that are offered. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about on campus. Back to you guys.
Deanne, thank you. Intel Security put out its annual list of most dangerous celebrities, and there's a new #1. DJ Armin van Buren replaces comedian and talk show host Jimmy Kimmel as the most dangerous celebrity to search for online. For the 9th year in a row, Intel researched popular culture's most famous people to reveal which of them generates the most dangerous search results. Usher, Luke Bryan, Britney Spears, and Jay-Z rounded out the top 5. Amy Schumer and Betty White also made the top 10. Boy, we needed the rain, and we are getting a very steady dose of it, that's for sure.
We are. Should we get the rowboats out? I was going to say the rainboats. You get me all rained all over,
Rainboats, rowboats, hey, it all works the same, my man. At this point, we could probably say, okay, rain, that's enough for a little while. Unfortunately, we got a lot more to come over the next several days. It's feast or famine around here. We've had a lot more feast than famine so far this year. A couple of dry weeks, and now all of a sudden, we're making up for lost time. Clouds, low cloud showers, a little touch of some fog out there as well right now. We look at our live defender, and periods of rain continue to show up, and some heavier downpours where you see the oranges, the yellows, the reds, the dark greens. That's where the skies are really opening up. Winchester, Paris, Cynthiana, Carlisle, Mount Sterling. You don't need me to tell you, but it is raining to beat the proverbial band as of now. Roads are a mess out there, courtesy of all the heavy rains. Let's check on, see how the traffic situation is looking. Here's Officer Don.
A total of about 7 collisions right now, including one at Mason Headley near Harrodsburg Road. There's an entry crash there. Mason Headley and Beacon Hill, there's a collision. I-64 eastbound to the 86-mile marker. There's also a crash on I-75 south at the 108. And add to that, problems at Nicholasville and the Circle, slowdowns from Campus all the way in front of the mall. It's bumper to bumper right now. And in the Hamburg area, on the outer loop of Man o' War, Richmond Road toward Hamburg, toward I-75, about a 20-minute delay. Now back to you in the studio.
Do be careful out there, my goodness. Well, a toy hall of fame, a cutting-edge race, and a baby dressed as the Pope. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
We'll begin with the International Toy Hall of Fame. It's looking to welcome the class of 2015. And among the 12 finalists, Twister, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the American Girl Dolls, and Battleship. The finalists are chosen by historians and curators at the Strong Museum in Rochester, New York. 2 toys will be selected for enshrinement and inducted into the Hall of Fame in November.
It is not your typical race. Drivers flocked to England for the Lawn Mower World Championship. The participants competed in 18 heats during the 2-day event for the top spot in the race. The drivers are judged on a number of things, including their speed, agility, and reliability to determine the winner after 5 laps in each heat. The grassroots sport was founded by an Irishman in 1973 because he was looking for a cheaper motorsport to take part in.
And it's said that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So when the Pope was in Philadelphia, one couple just knew how to flatter him. The Maddens dressed up their 4-month-old daughter Quinn in papal attire to attend the Pope's parade. They held baby Quinn up, as you saw there, as the Pope rode by, and sure enough, he spotted her. One of the security guards immediately scooped up Quinn and took her over to receive a kiss from the giggling pontiff. In the video, the guard is heard telling the parents the Pope appreciated their great sense of humor. Well, you got to be creative. You got thousands of people who want to see him, and they found a way to make it happen for Quinn.
That's one way to get noticed for sure. All right, we've got a lot working for you this afternoon. Stay with us. Here's what's coming your way now at 5 o'clock.